Hey YouTubers, so on my blog today I posted a blog about men using women's products like facial creams, moisturizers, lotions, stuff like that. That's something that, like a lot of people I think in society has kind of like conditioned everybody to, hey, only use your gender's products. Um, After have been married now for 3 years, been with my wife for six total with us dating, we have I have learned that using a seafoam green or a pink lotion or something that is designed for women or marketed towards women is not going to change me into a woman. I'm still going to have my masculinity. I'm still going to be a man, full hardcore man. Anyways, so one of the biggest things that I deal with chronic pain and my chronic illnesses is that and I don't know if any of you guys else deal with it. I have talked to a few people. Is that our body releases so many toxins, and now there are some products that I'm going to start reviewing that are homeopathic. That might be able to help you with a little bit of pain relief, or at least that breakthrough, to be able to help our medicines work a little bit better. But one of the products today that I'm going to be featuring is called Deep Cleansing Black Mask, and it's a purifying peel-off mask. Now it's kind of backwards here, but it's by Shills. My wife, I was talking to her about all the blackheads, and I don't know if you guys can see some of these here. I can maybe post some photos of it later. But I've got a lot of acne and I've got a lot of blackheads that pop up all around my body, on my back especially. And one of the medicines actually makes me have hot flashes. 26 years old and having hot flashes, like some of the people that I interact with that are like 50s and 60s, especially like females, they're like, you don't know what I'm going through. I have it worse than you. And I'm like, okay. Like I don't know your story, but like I'm having hot flashes, as in, like I would assume menopausing women would have. I'm having the chronic pain. I've got bad knees. I've got arthritis. I've got everything on the book. So anyways, this Shills, my wife pointed out to me. She said, hey, look, this is probably going to help you remove some of your blackheads on your nose or wherever you put it. You put it on as kind of like a liquidy mask. It's kind of a little thick. And then you take it and you'll leave it on your face for probably about maybe 15, 20 minutes or so, where it'll harden. And then you can just peel it off, and you're supposed to be able to peel off blackheads. So the first time I did it, excellent. But I really did not see any clear up after it. However, some people, it does what it says. It pulls off your blackheads. So for some people it might work. It might give them a little bit extra relief. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this, and I will put it on my face so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like, how it performs, and then I'll show you the mask afterwards also, so that you'll be able to have the proof, I guess, of what it looks like coming off. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to put this on, and then we'll get started. Okay, YouTubers, so here's the mask. I'll give you kind of a little bit of a close-up here of how it looks. Comes out kind of like a kind of smooth, actually. Took me forever to find this because we tried it first while we were at my wife's grandparents' house. But this is what it looks like. So you can see it's kind of like running down. I don't know if you can get a good view of that. So I'm just going to apply it. It's kind of thick. As you can tell, it's kind of like a syrup. Obviously, I'm not putting syrup on my face, but you can tell, like, it goes on pretty easily. The only issue is that some people put it on with a brush, some people just put it on with their fingers. One of the biggest reasons that I did this is because I'm actually really breaking out this week. I don't know if it's because of the medicine or weather changes or whatnot. One of the biggest things you want to do is make sure that you cannot really see your skin underneath, but in the same fashion, you have to work kind of quick. And what I like to do is actually make kind of like a square or somewhat of a shape on your face, because when you're peeling it off, you are peeling it off in tandem. So it's actually coming off all at the same time, kind of like a sticker. And you know, with the sticker, when you're pulling it off, if you pull it too fast or you rip it or something like that, it will rip, it'll tear off, and you'll still have sections of it left. So I kind of like just getting a good, even, straight posture on here. You want to make sure actually not to get it on your eyebrows, because I haven't tried it, but it has pulled on my beard before, and it does pull off hair. So for you men out there with beards, be very careful or shave beforehand. So I'm kind of giving a good couple of layers on here. I'm especially targeting my nose because the pores on here are ridiculous. I know it sounds gross, but I can just sit there and squeeze my nose all day long and get tons of blackheads out of here. And I don't know about some of you guys, but I mean, after I pop blackheads, I feel dirty, and I have to wash every single day. Sometimes 2 times a day I have to either wash my face or I have to take a shower or something, because my hair gets super greasy, my face gets oily and greasy, and I do watch the foods that I eat. And I have been taking care of my body and my face, but you know, those medicines and they get to you sometimes. So anyways, for the most part, I mean, you're not going to have a certain way or style of shaping it on your face. Obviously, you want to get the major spots that are giving you the biggest problems. And like I said, you want to try to get equal coverage, and you want to make sure that you get actually good coverage, where it's not really showing any of your skin underneath the areas where you're trying to treat. So we will finish putting this on, give it about 15 minutes or so, and I will be back, and we will see what comes off of my dirty face. See you later, YouTube. Okay, so different part of the house here now. Sorry for that. But so this is probably about, maybe, I would say probably about 10 minutes in or so. You can see it's still kind of like glistening, but one of the biggest things I'm noticing is like I'm having some spots like that are kind of breaking through, I guess, like on the pores. And it could be oil, I guess it maybe could be my facial hair or something like that. But it's happening on the top, and I did give an even coverage over it. So I guess we're just going to find out when we peel it off how it goes. I've never had this happen before. The one other time I tried this, it actually just like went on smoothly and peeled it off. So I guess we'll see here in just a little bit. Okay, guys, so like I cannot move my face. This is my smile. So anyways, this thing is on here so tight. It's been about maybe 20-30 minutes or so. So you can see here I started, because I've got just tiny nails, I've started peeling a little bit off. You can see how oily my face is already. Like I was telling you, you know, you need to go slow peeling it off, because it will rip. And if it rips or tears, then it's kind of difficult getting the rest of it off. One trick I've done when I did it the other time is I just went in and scrubbed it off, or scrubbed the remaining pieces off with a little washcloth. And it's not too painful coming off. If you have really sensitive skin, like painful touch to the skin, then it might have a little bit of an issue. You can tell like the pores that it seeped into on here. I'm trying to get it to focus in on here for you so you can see a little bit of an up close photo. Anyways, so this is kind of what it's looking like here, guys. And this is why I said if you go slow, it works a little bit better. So I'm going to switch this around here. Okay, so it's switched around. I'm trying to zoom in here so you guys can see the intensity. You can tell that there are some blackheads on here that it got out. For instance, like right here. So, but you can also see where it took out some hairs also. So like I said, I mean, you just have to be a little bit careful with it. But for the most part, it should get what you need done. So I'm gonna work on getting the rest of this done, and then I will get back to you guys about where I got this from, and then also about, roughly what you should be looking at paying if you were to purchase a product like this. So we'll see you soon. Okay guys, so mask is completely off. Like you saw earlier, there was a lot of like porous texture on the facial mask itself, and also it had little spots that got stuck up in the hair. It had like a little ring around my face from the leftover that it didn't peel off all the way. It wasn't because I didn't peel off slowly. It was just because it had a little bit of a problem. Like it just spread out. I didn't get it thick and in a very I guess not out of shape, I guess is what the best way to explain it is. So I was doing a little bit of research. Kimberly and I, my wife, she bought the product online at Amazon. We're Amazon Prime member, which I'll post some information about that. You can get a 30-day free trial along with it. You just click the link in the description down below. But also, I think it was like $10 or $12 for the bottle. And the bottle, I think, is like 3 or 4 ounces or so. It could be a little bit more than that, but for the most part, like you get a lot of facials. My wife, she's done 2 of them so far, and this is my second one, and we still have over 3/4 of the bottle left. And so I think I really like it. After I tried it the second time, you can tell like there's a little bit of shine left in my face, but it's really smooth. Like it did take out a lot of my pores that I had on my face, like a lot of the blackheads. It removed them. Even on my cheek, I don't know, I've got some pores like right in here on my nose. So I think it did a great job it did what it was supposed to do and it did what it advertised. So I am going to keep following up with this. I am going to go ahead and start using some other facial creams too, just to try to see if I can combat this acne and these blackheads. I also have a prescription that my doctor from Doctor on Demand actually prescribed me for facial cream. It's a acne type of product that came from prescription. And since my insurance was completely covered last year for 2016, then I was able to get it for free. I can give you the price off of GoodRx and stuff like that, so you can check in to maybe see if your doctor would allow you to have something like that as well, because it has worked for some of my back acne too. Anyways, stay strong, guys. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Hope you have a wonderful week, and God bless you. See ya.